Hello everyone and welcome to week 2 of the IBL. We are going to be taking on Darude and the San Jose Panquakes this week, who I believe won last season, and he destroyed his week 1 opponent, so we have our work cut out for us here this week. If you haven't seen the Teambuilder, I encourage you to go check that out, and his link will be in the description below, so if you want to check out his side of the battle, I encourage you guys to go do that. He's an incredible battler, so definitely worth watching. So, we are going to be bringing Mega Altaria, Primarina, Rotom Heat, Terrakion, Cofagrigus, and Miltank. Again, sets are going to be in the Team Builder, and they are some fun sets this week because he has a terrifying team, so I encourage you guys to check that out. And on his side, we are expecting Mega Medicham, Klefki, Palisand, Scolipede, Zapdos, and Kecleon, though I could see him bringing the Umbreon. Any of the Simmies could definitely come. So, certainly lots to keep in mind, lots to be afraid of. We will see what's going to happen, but I will get you guys back here when we are connected with him and ready to go. So, see you in a sec, everybody. Alright, everyone, welcome back. Here we go. We're going to get this battle started right away. No wasting time. What is he bringing? He does have the Simi instead of the Kecleon, but everything else is as I expected. So, Simi Sage is here. So, Kecleon, you're out. Where is Kecleon's out? And Simi Sage, come on in, you big mohawked creature. So, Zapdos, Mega Medicham, Scolipede, Klefki, Palisand, and Simi Sage. Now, Rotom's a pretty safe lead against that whole team. Palisand being the one thing it really doesn't want to look at. But I could go into Miltank if I do see the Palisand out there. I expect that possibly the Klefki or the Zapdos is going to lead. If I see Klefki, I just overheat it. If I see Zapdos, I probably click Volt Switch or Trick, depending on what I choose to go with. Mega Medicham's not a safe switch into Rotom at all. So that's certainly an option that I could run with. I did decide, by the way, to switch my Primarina to be Waterium Z instead of Kibia Berry. I did end up making that change, so if you did watch the Team Builder, that is going to be a difference between this and that, just because Waterium Z OHKOs everything he brought except for the Simi Sage. Like, that's an incredible amount of damage that I just couldn't really pass up. And the Palisand, you know, I get the free switch into the Palisand, then I just click Waterium Z and kill something, so. Rotom's here. Dr. JoesphGames is the Scolipede. Now, this thing could be rocking Rockium Z for sure. Barring that, it's not going to kill. Rockium Z does not guarantee a kill. Overheat does kill. If he's adamant, I outspeed. He could just protect to scout what I want to do. If he blows his Rockium Z right now, then am I okay with that? Do I want to just hard switch into my Cofagrigus as well as an option? Because Cofagrigus can eat hits from this thing for days. And I have to be afraid. I mean, if he's not Rockium Z, then he only does 50% and Overheat destroys this thing. I don't think he wants to lose a Scolipede yet. I don't think he wants to take that risk. I kind of want to just click Overheat. Losing my Rotom would suck. It's really my only switch into Zapdos. I'm gonna go into. This is a tough spot. This is a tough spot. He could just protect. I'm gonna click Overheat. If I lose my Rotom, I lose my Rotom. He just protects. Okay, so he's gonna protect. We're gonna click Overheat. Obviously, don't get a whole lot of information out of the Scolipede first turn. Not too surprising. He could Baton Pass. That is legal. Speed passing is legal in this league. And so I could definitely see him passing that. But again, nothing wants to take an Overheat, so a Baton Pass just means that something's going to take a ton of damage. I haven't revealed that I'm Scarfed or anything, so I'm just going to click Overheat again. If he pops off a Rockium Z right now, there's a chance it doesn't kill. Sets up a substitute. Okay, so that's, yeah, this is just going to be Baton Passy, which is really, really annoying, and I do take -2 now. But I still actually would kill him with an Overheat from -2. And he shows that he's Black Sludge, so he's not Rocky MZ. Okay. So we know we can take any hit from this thing. He's probably not max attack at this point either, with the set that he's running. I can just overheat again, or I can switch out at this point. I'm going to overheat one more time. If he substitutes, that's okay. He baton passes. Okay. So we know we want to get our rocks up to start wearing this thing down. I don't love that I'm getting a -2 overheat off, but I do like that whatever he switches in, it's the Zapdos. I mean, what does this do to I missed my overheat. Not great. Zapdos doesn't really touch Rotom Heat, though. So even at -2, I'm still doing 30%. That would have been really, really nice to do to it first turn that it was out here. Because my Altaria is not Mega Evolved yet, I don't really want to go hard into Altaria. Cofagrigus is an option. He could substitute here. Nightshade will break any substitute from a Zapdos. And Zapdos isn't doing that much to a Cofagrigus. So Zapdos, depending on what he's running, could almost do 50%. I'm going to go for an overheat because I do break a substitute with it at this point. Yeah, he's got sub on this as well. And I don't miss the overheat this time. Now, he can freely set up another substitute, but at least it brings him down to 50%. And let's see, leftovers? Leftovers, okay. Did I see pressure? I wasn't paying enough attention, but I'm going to check my overheats to see if I saw pressure. I did see pressure, okay. So we know he's not static. And I can't click overheat again. So he's probably just going to sub again. I could go into Altaria at this point, threaten the Hyper Voice, which I don't have. I could go into my Cofagrigus, and I think Cough is going to be my play here. Nightshades will always break subs. Body Slam also breaks substitutes. I don't see him just clicking HPI like straight here, and so I get the Mega. So I'm gonna go into Altaria here. If he does go straight for an HP Ice, that's crazy. Doesn't kill from full, but that's crazy. So that's another sub. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. So he is at +2. He is just substituting in leftovers, recovering. +2 speed, not special attack or anything. So I'm gonna Mega. I could Dragon Dance here, if I wanted to, or I can just straight click Body Slam. I'm just gonna go for the Body Slam, break the substitute, threaten him out. Now I don't have the Hyper Voice this week. Didn't think about quite as much how much substitute I'd be facing. And he goes for a Toxic. Okay, so he's like sub-Toxic Roost. Which makes me... Do I think he's going to go for Roost next turn? I guess it doesn't matter, because I don't kill a Zapdos from full with Earthquake, even after a Roost. So he could sub here. He could sub here. I could set up 2 Dragon Dances to outspeed him. Because I will outspeed him after 2 Dragon Dances, because he's at +2. And I'll take a lot of damage for that. I'll take a lot of damage for that. But getting 1 Dragon Dance off means that Earthquake has a chance to kill from full. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to kill Dragon Dance. He sets up a sub. And so now what I want to do is just click Body Slam on a predicted roost here, or do I want to? I want outspeed. I think I want outspeed. I think I want to go for one more Dragon Dance and outspeed. Because then he can't just stall me out. So I'm gonna go for another Dragon Dance. There's a roost. Is what it is. So now he's probably gonna set up another substitute, or he's probably gonna click substitute here every turn. Now that I outspeed. That would make sense to me if he did that. So I'm just gonna Body Slam. Hyper Voice would be super useful, because I would have gone through his sub. I wouldn't have to worry about it. But he goes for Discharge. He still outspeeds me. Suspicious. Not sure why. Did he get to +3? No, he's at +2. Oh, and I'm at +2, so yeah, he outspeeds me. Discharge doesn't kill from here. He's probably going to sub again. I could roost. But I kind of want a broken substitute on this thing. Do I lose? Do I straight lose to this? Can I kill this thing? Does he sub on my Rotom? Because if I go into Rotom here, I can go for Volt Switch. Break a sub. Take the Toxic on the Rotom, go into... So if he Toxics, I break the sub, so there's no sub. But I think he'll sub. I feel like Rotom's my only switch. The question is, do I trick, predicting a Toxic? Or do I think he's just going to substitute? Because if he Toxics and I trick, then he can't do his things. But if he substitutes and I trick, then I might lose. So I'm just gonna Volt Switch. Goes for the sub. It should break it. Yep. Break the sub. And I think what I have to do is threaten his sub every turn. Which means that I'm going to go into my Koffagrigus, I think. Which guarantees to break the sub with Nightshade every time, because he can max out at 197 HP, and so I'm breaking a sub. So he cannot sub-stall me. And so I'm going to click Nightshade. He may sub-scout what I'm going to do. But I do believe that this is my best play, because he cannot infinitely sub-stall me. Because he has pressure, Nightshade will run out of PP eventually. But this is going to break every sub. I did see Discharge on this thing. And so... I have 24 which isn't enough. He does go for Toxic and land it. Which could be problematic. I am going to get a Nightshade off. Now he can't sub this turn. So I could Willow. Okay, I'm actually going to check on the HP bar. I'm going to check the HP bar, because I don't actually know if he can sub this turn. If he can, I Willow. That's not good. That HP bar is in the wrong spot. It's being really annoying about not lining up correctly with what I want it to line up with. Okay. It's so small and hard to tell. He might be able to sub. I don't think he can. If he roosts... God, I wish I had Toxic right now. Missing a Willow is game-ending. He's gonna roost. He's gonna roost. He has to roost. So if I go into Rotom, then I Volt Switch back into my Cofagrigus. I always break the sub. And then I don't waste all of the APP of Nightshade right away. Or do I Willow to negate leftovers? Missing a Willow is literally game-ending. Nightshade is still reliable. I'm going to go into Rotom. I'm going to go into Rotom. He has to roost. And I think this is only his second roost. Unfortunately. So stalling out. Zapdos is like way more of a priority than I expected. Thankfully I know Volt Switch breaks a sub. So he could just sub again, that's fine. We break it. Now it doesn't have a sub up. Here's the thing. He can't be max special attack invested. There's just no way. And I know he has leftovers, so I know he's not boosted. He cannot Oko Primarina with Discharge. He can't. So I could go into Primarina. From the range he's at, Ice Beam kills. And he can't Toxic Stall me. And he can't Oko me with Discharge. He cannot Oko me with Discharge. He can sub, sure. But I break his sub with every move. So I can go into Primarina here. It really ruins my Primarina for the rest of the game. But he doesn't kill with a max special attack modest Discharge. He doesn't. Now, one thing he could do is Roost. If he's not flying type, how much am I doing? Ice Beam's only doing 30%. But Z-Scald is doing 81 to 95%, followed by a Moonblast. But I don't want to blow my Z-Scald on a Roost. Or on a... And nothing but Ice Beam's going to kill if he's... Except, well, Z-Scald kills if he does decide to go for a Toxic here. But if he substitutes, then it doesn't. Discharge is what I'm expecting. Discharge cannot kill me. And honestly, I don't mind blowing the Z-Scald. I don't have it for anything specific. I'm going to go for it. He's probably going to Roost. Just sets up a sub. Alright, so that's fine. And the reason that that's fine is because Moonblast is doing over 50%. So I'd rather just get this Z-Scald off. I would have liked to Ice Beam there. Probably should have at least once. Because even if he just substituted on the Ice Beam, that would have been fine. But that's okay. Because he's probably gonna Roost now. But if he doesn't Roost, then Moonblast kills. Depending on his spread, which I don't actually know yet, because he's just substituted a bunch of times. But if he's max HP and not a lot of special defense investment, then Moonblast just kills. And if he roosts, then I could get a special attack drop, which would be amazing. So there's the roost. And so what we're going to do is try to do over 50% of him with Moonblast, force that he can't just roost every turn. So we're going to scout to see how much special defense he has. We finally actually get to see his set. Does about 50%. He does get the leftovers recovery, but I do get the special attack drop, and I can do that again if he does roost again. With the leftovers, he does go slightly positive on that, but the alternative being Scald, since neither one will KO from this range, and Scald has a chance to burn, now that he's at -1. But I think one more Moonblast is actually probably better. So I'm going to click Moonblast again. He's going to roost again. So yeah, let's see if we can get him down to like -3 or 4. Nah, maybe -2 is fine. And put him in range where like I'm okay with just scalding, because he's not going to be able to do anything to me. That's doing 50%. It's doing slightly under. So I do definitely want to scald now. Because I can then potentially get the burn, and getting a burn here would be amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Because if I can get the burn, then his leftovers aren't doing anything, and my Moonblasts are doing 50%. No burn yet, but now he's going to see what I'm doing. Now he's going to see that I'm fishing for it. And he's at -1, which means his discharge isn't a guaranteed 2-hit KO even. From that range, like 60-something%, Ice Beam does have a good chance to kill, depending on his spread. He's a little bit bulkier than I wanted him to be, so Ice Beam may not kill from there. So I think another Scald is in order if he does decide to discharge here. And again, getting that burn, negating his leftovers, means that Moonblast is doing 50%, means that he can't just forever stall me out. I believe I've seen 5 roosts now. So he is, you know, we do have the potential answers in that going on right now. The team is not as healthy as I want it to be. Obviously, Mega Altaria definitely put a dent on his team, and I definitely didn't want to sack it like I did. But unfortunately, that is what happened. I do believe that we do have at least the answers to Zapdos, if we need to, in the Primarina that's sitting on the field. It's weird that Primarina has become a Zapdos answer. I really wish I'd gone for Ice Beam that first turn. He's still probably scouting for it. He doesn't know if I have it or not. I haven't revealed it, and I've been actually clicking Moonblast and Scald the whole time, and I clicked Waterium Z instead of Ice Beam that first turn. So he may not believe that I have it. So I have to use that at the right moment, when he's about 50%, and I don't think he's going to roost. I have to be able to use Ice Beam then. So he Toxics now. I would love a Scald burn. Please, Primarina, for the love of everything that you know and want in life, please hit this Scald burn right here. Nope. Okay. And he is in range to substitute. And he is in range to substitute. I mean, everything breaks a sub. I could go into Rotom here. I'm going to stay in for one more turn. I'm going to click Moonblast. He's going to sub. He just goes for a Roost. I mean, Moonblast is still doing 50%. Burn would still be really nice. Or crit. There's another special attack drop. But he doesn't really care about that right now. So he could sub here. I probably should switch out at this point into the Rotom. Break the sub. Go out into Cofagrigus. Get a couple Nightshades off. Go back into Rotom. So there's the Roost, yeah. So we wanted to force the Roost out on the Rotom. Because now he has to choose between Toxic and Sub. Which I'm okay with. I honestly personally would rather just substitute there. I'm a Volt Switch. If he Toxics, I'm going to be really upset that I didn't go for the... He switched out into Palisand. I could have tricked there. Okay. Palisand's going to want to set up Stealth Rocks. That's what it's going to want to do here. I don't have a Defogger left. I didn't have... Mega Altaria didn't have it either. He is absolutely setting up Stealth Rocks. I was that close to bringing Xatu to this match. Okay. There's a 0% chance in my mind he does anything besides set Stealth Rocks up. Yeah. However, without his Zapdos at +2, I outspeed it with Rotom and can trick it. He switches out into Mega Medicham. I think this is my chance to click counter. I don't know what he's going to go for because I do have the Kofagriga still alive. So I don't see him going straight for high jump kick. But I'll take any hit if it's not a fake out. I mean, I'll take a fake out. I don't see him doing anything other than attacking. He could high jump kick with the Kofagriga still sitting in the back. That's really risky. Zen Headbutt seems much less risky, or fake out. Expecting the Kofagrigas to come in. Just goes for the Psycho Cut. Hit me. And take this counter. So Mega Medicham's gonna be dead. There's no way of surviving that. Okay. So Psycho Cut. So we missed that Primarina died to Toxic from Zapdos, and then Miltank kills Mega Medicham with counter. Now Zapdos isn't at +2 speed. Can definitely Toxic right here. Or set up a sub or something. My Body Slam may not break a substitute. I could Milk Drink, for sure. He took 25% from rocks, which is great. I can Milk Drink later, also. I can go out into my... I can go into my Rotom, but I don't love that right now. I do outspeed him, but I don't necessarily want him to have a substitute when I'm doing that. So I'm just going to play Body Slam, see what he wants to do. He might just Toxic. He just goes for a sub. So this may break his sub. If it doesn't, that's a problem. It breaks the sub. So it could be a roll, depending on his investment. If he's like max HP, it is a roll to break his sub. But he doesn't know that, which is really, really important that he does not know that that's a roll. Because now I don't necessarily see him substituting again. Maybe roosting. He does substitute again. So maybe he's testing to see if it's a roll. And I really hope I hit this roll again. Again, depending on his spread. Sub fades. So again, substitute has a billion PP. But Roost doesn't. Roost doesn't have a billion PP. So at this point, I think he's going to Roost. could go into my Rotom, and I can Trick. And honestly, I don't care what I hit with the Trick. I don't mind hitting the Zapdos. If he subs, then I just Volt Switch. And yeah, I take a little bit of damage, but that is what it is. But I think he's going to Roost here. And if he Roosts, I outspeed. Guaranteed. Yeah. So now I get to Trick. And he does not know that I'm Scarfed yet. And if he does go for a Substitute, then he's hosed. And if he does go for a Discharge, I'd be shocked. If he switches out, that's fine. I hit anything. His Mega Medichamp's dead. So anything can be Scarfed. I Trick first. So now we know he has Choice Scarf. Hit a Substitute right here. Go for it. Please don't click Toxic. Yes. Yes. Alright. Perfect. Now, Palossand is still alive. So he can switch that in. I really don't care. At this point, I can always go out into my Miltank on the Palossand. I can click Volt Switch, which will break a sub. He can't infinite sub because he's faster now. And so he's just going to Hard Switch. If he goes out into the Palossand, again, that's okay. Miltank can come in on the Palossand if it needs to. Now he's just going to be Scarf Discharge for the rest of the game. I can also potentially stay in on the Palossand and go for a Overheat, which does a ton to a Palossand. Don't get me wrong, it does a lot. But Shadow Ball, if he's like maxed and special attack modest specs, also does a lot. Doesn't kill, but brings me down to where Stealth Rocks will, and Rotom is really important. So I'm gonna go into my Miltank here. Nothing else. Miltank doesn't care about anything else that it could do. And Rotom is still very healthy and can check the Zapdos for the rest of the game. So what is he going to go for? Toxics. Okay. Should have overheated. That's okay. We can Milk Drink. We can Milk Drink. Keep ourselves healthy. He just got so much Toxic Stall, so we're going to Milk Drink here. Goes out into Alicia Stan. What is that? The Klefki. Well, my answer to Klefki is also Rotom. Because it can Toxic, or Thunder Wave, or whatever. Could Spikes. I can also go into my... I can go into my Primarina. Since I'm already Toxic. Scald's doing 50%. I mean, you could set up a screen. I guess. Like you could. But Scald's hitting everything on his team. Pretty hard. I could also go out into my Terrakion, but I really don't want that thing getting paralyzed, because right now that thing is stupidly important. It is stupidly important that I keep that thing healthy. So I am going to go out into my Primarina here. Yeah, there's Spikes. Alright, so he wants to wear me down. He wants to wear me down. And you know what? I understand why. We're going to click Scald. If he doesn't set up a light screen, it does 50 to 60%. To this. Burns the Scolipede, potentially. There's a Play Rough. That did a lot, actually. Burn him. Burn him. Why won't you burn anything? And you're too slow to outspeed anything except for the Palossand at this point. And I can't switch you in hard on anything. I don't want to... I actually kind of want to go out into my Cofagrigus right here. Preserve this. Go out into Cofagrigus. Give it Mummy, not Prankster. Nightshade a couple times. Since Play Rough, which did a decent amount to me now, really should not hit Cofagrigus that hard. Does not hit Cofagrigus hard, and it does 30%, and he's at like 35%, which is unfortunate, but we are going to do that. We do have a switch into Stealth Rocks right now, so I might as well, because I can come in on the Palisand later and get a Scald off before I die. Scald again hits everything. So there's another Play Rough. Get rid of Prankster. That allows my Terrakion to potentially come in on this thing. And click, I don't know, anything. Really. Now he still outspeeds me, sure, right now. I can Nightshade. He can set up the second layer of spikes if he wants. Actually, he can set up all 3 layers of spikes if he wants. Goes for another Play Rough. Misses the Play Rough. We go for a Nightshade. Which doesn't kill. Depending on... Oh, it does... no! Oh! That's annoying. Alright, Eye Papa Berry pops. Okay. Then I want to Will-O-Wisp. Anything on the switch. Recycles his Eye Papa Berry. Okay. Wow. This guy. Alright, we're Will-O-Wing this thing. And we have to let Koth go down at this point. And a Nightshade would put him into Iapapa range. Whereas a Pain Split may not. Goes for spikes. I would love for him not to pop his berry. Yep. Don't pop your berry. I can't tell if he's going to hit 25% after his next burn. I'm gonna Nightshade. I'm gonna Nightshade. I know it's gonna pop his berry. But he does have Mummy, not Prankster right now. And so with that knowledge, and the fact that I'm gonna die here, I have a free switch right now into Rotom to click Overheat. I outspeed, I think. Pretty sure I outspeed. Overheat does 50% to everything. Kills this. My Primarina's dead on re-entry. But Rotom only takes 25% and gets leftovers afterwards. Volt Switch I don't think is going to kill. I don't trust it to kill. If he goes into Zapdos, it's my last Overheat. Do I care? Not so much. Switches out to get that Prankster back. Goes out into Palisand. Takes a little Stealth Rock. Takes a little Overheat. Which another one will kill this Palisand, even at -2. Which is why I'm going to go for another one, even though it means I'm out of Overheats for the rest of the game. Since Palisand dies to this, nothing really, aside from Zapdos, appreciates switching into it. And that will really be difficult to navigate no overheats for the rest of the game, but we are going to have to do what we are going to have to do here. We do still have the Terrakion at reasonably full health. Is it Zapdos? No, it's the KreselleKey. Takes a little bit of damage, goes for the overheat, lands it, and that will take out the KreselleKey again, even at -2. He may not know I'm out of overheats. So, Coffagrigus dies to Toxic. I don't remember who Toxic did. Probably Zapdos. And Rotom Heat kills KreselleKey with Overheat. Now, Rotom, again, still has a lot of value to me, I think. I don't know what set this Palisand's running. We've seen Stealth Rock and Toxic on this. No item yet. No leftovers or anything. So I could Will-O-Wisp, which is certainly an option. Since all Rotom has left is Volt Switch. I could also go out into my Primarina, scout what he wants to do, and go from there. Potentially going out into my Terrakion and terrifyingly clicking Stone Edges for a little while. The Stone Edge Oko is Simisage. He's been preserving that Simisage really, really well. So I do outspeed it. Close combat kills a Simisage, potentially. Oh, after rocked it does. Okay. So I will have to land 2 Stone Edges, potentially. But I'm going to go out. I'm going to sack my Primarina. He could be Scarf Simisage as well. I have to watch out for that. What is he going to do? Scarf doesn't kill. Shore up. Okay. Okay. I don't know what item this thing has. I have no idea what item this thing has. It's not Specs, though. Terrakion at +2, depending on his spread, doesn't kill from there. I need damage. I need this thing more damaged. Terrakion has to win the game. There's no two ways about it. It's either Terrakion wins the game or I lose the game. Those are like the only options right here. And honestly, a little bit of damage on this thing goes a long way. Just because Terrakion can do 64% if I get to +2. And I kind of have to get to +2. Problem is, I kind of have to get to +2 and keep my Shukaberry, because otherwise the Scolipede kills me with an Earthquake. If it's running 1 attack and it's Earthquake. It could be. That would be surprising to me. Out comes the Scolipede. Oh, para this. Para this Scolipede right now. Oh, please, 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 please get this para. Critical hit. No para. And he protects right now. He does protect. He has to protect. So I click Milk Drink. Yeah, there's the protect. But he's not going to be high enough to sub yet. So this milk drink's going to allow me to get another body slam off. He's just going to, he's just going to baton pass out into Zapdos. He's gonna. He's got to. But he can't, because Zapdos is scarfed. So he can't do Zapdos things with it. He has to then click discharge a whole bunch of times. Like, what choice does he have? He can't sub yet. He could baton pass out into Palisand or Simisage. Baton passing into Simisage would be interesting. I click Body Slam again. He still doesn't know that I'm scrappy. Like, he knows I just clicked Body Slam on a Palisand, but that doesn't confirm that I'm scrappy. He's not high enough to switch back in, so if he does baton pass, he's dead on re-entry. He could try to double protect here. But even then, I don't think he reaches 25%. Maybe. It'll be close. If only my screen wasn't so little and I could tell what percentage he was at. It does look like he's at 20%, so it looks like he gets to 26%. We've seen Shore Up, Stealth Rock, Toxic. That Terrakion can still win this game. The reason I'm playing it out, and I don't really like the fact that these turns are taking so long, because, like, the timer is not my friend right now. I'm making my moves real quick. There's nothing I can do about the fact that he's taking, you know, not full timer, but a lot. Are you serious? He hits the double protect. He hits the double protect. Now he can substitute. Are we serious right now? That may have won him the game. Also because oh my gosh, he subs, and then he protects again, which means I have to go for another milk drink on his next protect. Like, he has to protect again. He hits the double. Do I even bother milk drinking? Well, does this kill me in another hit? Yeah, it does. So I have to milk drink. If he goes for an attack, that's okay. He's just stupidly fast. I milk drink here. He's just gonna probably baton pass. Maybe I should just body slammed. Maybe. I mean, he's making things fast, but he's not making them any more dangerous, and his Zapdos can't do what it wanted to do. If he baton passes again, his Scoliped's dead. It's just dead weight. There's the baton pass. So we're going to see what he's going to go into. We're going to survive a turn of Toxic here. Probably should have Body Slam. Simisage would probably be the thing to go into here. But again, he doesn't know that I'm... Yeah, it's the Simisage. So it's really, really fast now. He doesn't know that I'm not Sap Sipper, for sure. He has no confirmation of that. So at this point, I think... I mean, again, he's fast, but he's no stronger than a regular Simisage. We have to assume he's probably max attack Adamant, right? And he's Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb's not killing from this range. What? You get like Focus Blast, right? I mean, you could be modest. Simisage. What do you get? Yeah, you do get Focus Blast. I mean, again, Focus Blast probably doesn't kill either. Mostly because I have the Chople. Yeah, Focus Blast doesn't kill either. Whoops. So neither kills. So I get to Body Slam. Para still doesn't win me the game, but goes for the workup. Para would be really nice, Miltank. Really, really nice, Miltank. That's another crit. No para. That crit probably doesn't end up mattering without the para. At +1, does Yoko a Rotom from 50%? He's busting out the Z move right here. What Z is this? Poisonium Z? Did it learn Poison Jab? What move do you get for Rotom? Gunk Shot. Oh, it's got Gunk Shot, okay. Gunk Shot does kill a Rotom. We have to assume he has Seed Bomb. If he lands his Gunk Shot, Volt Switch will kill on the other side. Seed Bomb won't kill at +1. Does he land a Gunk Shot? If not, I can Volt Switch into my Terrakion. I mean, it really comes down to does he land this Gunk Shot or not. At the end of all of this, at the end of everything, Seed Bomb doesn't kill. Knock off. That's probably going to kill. That doesn't kill. We Volt Switch. This should kill. Rotom can't come back in. It shouldn't need to, in theory. I haven't been keeping any track of the stats this game at all. I'll watch it back in post. I don't know what's going on right now. Palossand comes in. Obviously, Palossand comes in. Obviously, Palossand comes in. But Scoliped's dead. Dead on re-entry. Palossand's here. If it's got Shora Earth Power, then it's doing... No, it's not killing. And from the range that it's at, it's possible that a Swords Dance Earthquake will kill. That's my only chance, is clicking Swords Dance here. Earth Power doesn't kill. If he Toxics, then I'm in even better shape. That's modest. Yeah, max special attack. He can't be Specs. I don't know what item it is. It might be a berry, but no, it was too low to be a berry. It sort of depends how bulky he is. I mean, it could live one Earthquake, but it does more than the 50%. I don't outspeed a Zapdos. But Discharge doesn't kill. Actually, Discharge in combination with the Earth Power here would kill. But after 2 turns of Toxic, there's a chance it doesn't kill. Swords Dance. Earth Power, Shookaberry. I think Zapdos was going to win in the game here, because I do eat that. I mean, if he survives this Earthquake, he wins anyway. Just go for an Earthquake. It has a chance to KO. Potentially. No, not with that spread. Alright. He's just going to go for an Earth Power again, and that'll be the game. What a wonky, zany... I can't even focus right now. Wonky, zany, crazy game. Any hacks would have been very much appreciated, although 2 crits can't really complain, right? Like, you're like, oh yeah, you got 2 crits. Good job. I needed the para or the burn, something to benefit me in there, but that will do it. Darude, great game. Wow. That was a lot, guys. I am gonna go take a nice, long, hot bath after that. That toxic-y, stally, terrifying match. So, what a weird game that just happened. I want to, like, debrief, but I honestly don't even know what to say. I feel like I didn't get out prepped in the sense that, like, I feel like I played to the Pokemon that I had. But I just didn't expect him to play the style of game that he did, you know? But at the end of it, it came down to, like, a couple of small checks. 30% chances, little numbers. Had I stayed on the shore up with the Rotom and Will-O-Wisp like I said I was going to do, that would have worn him down to maybe where the Swords Dance Earthquake would kill, but then Zapdos still would win in the game at that point. What a crazy, crazy game. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly did. We'll be coming back next week taking on the owner of the league, Brendan, and his Marlboro Mudsdales. So keep your eyes peeled for that battle. That should be super exciting. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll enjoy all the league content that's coming out on this channel. Take care, everybody.